The call to the Honourable the Leader of the Opposition.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Prime Minister. Last year, the Prime Minister promised Australians that inflation was under control and that his government had, quote, done all it can. Yet Australians have now been hit with the 13th interest rate increase under this Prime Minister, and the average mortgage holder is paying around $23,000 more a year just to keep a roof over their head. Prime Minister, is it still your position that inflation is under control?
The call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the Leader of the Opposition for her question, and of course we know that Australians are still doing it tough with cost of living pressures, and our number one focus is looking at how we can help families take some of the pressure off. Inflation had a 6 in front of it and was rising when we came to office, and it now has a 3 in front of it, but we want to get it down. We want to get it down, and that is why we're very much focused on achieving just that. And in the OECD annual report of January, just a month ago, they had a lot to say about inflation and about the position that Australia finds ourselves in. They said headline inflation peaked at close to 8% in late 2022, a somewhat lower and later peak than in many OECD countries. They went on to say about wages, while many OECD economies experienced falls in real wages and real disposable household incomes when inflation surged in 2021-23 as price rises outpaced nominal income gains, real incomes in Australia have risen since 2022. They went on to say, with regard to the economy and the budget, Australia's resilience during the shocks of the past half-decade fits with its avoidance of recession, supported by prudent fiscal policy and credible monetary policy. And indeed, we will continue to do what we can to provide support for people. The opposition like to talk about the budget, but they never talk about what they plan to cut. We know that at the last election they plan to increase our taxes paid by every single Australian. And we know that the person who's now been put in charge of not just being the shadow treasurer but the shadow assistant treasurer at the same time has committed some $600 billion to a nuclear plan at the last election. They wanted to sack 41,000 frontline public servants, and they wanted to increase income taxes for every taxpayer.
Order.